Nick DiMaggio here. Brian? Here? No? That's the wrong class. Henry Clay? Wrong class. Just sit anywhere for now. Just take those 3 sheets of paper and sit anywhere for now. Anyone know which section this is? Or, thank you. Mike Buckman. Okay, so this is. All right. Again, if you just came in, you should do 3 good things. The 3 good things don't have to be great things. Something that you're thankful for in the last 24 hours. And then do the drill. Not only do I want you to tell me what the right answer is, but I'd appreciate you telling me why all the other answers are not correct. Okay. I'm going to just put these index cards on the desk. I know they're not you. They're going to be where you're going to sit when I tell you to move. Okay. Sit anywhere for now. Okay? Great having you. That's not you, I realize. That's it. Yeah. Come on. Yes, sir. Yeah, this way. Wait a minute. Another minute. Just take note. I'll explain this later, then I'm in one here. All right, I'm just gonna shout out your names, tell you which row. In this row, sitting here, Mike Buckman, Mark Conley in the second seat, Matt Conroy in the third. All right, let's shift. We got Mike Buckman, Mark Conley, Matt Conroy. In this, and forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Keon, Donovan, Aaron, Colin, Alex. Ian, Aaron, Colin, Alex. Good. This row, Ian, Patrick, Aiden, Hunter. Ian, Patrick, Aiden, Hunter. Aaron Howell. Zach. Nice. JK. And then Matt Jackson. Then here, Phil. Yeah. Maddie. No. Here we go. Maddie, right?
Mahi.
One more time.
Mahi.
Mahi.
Yes.
And Ian, behind Mahi.
Oh, which Ian?
Williams.
Oh, okay.
And this is Ian. Here, and this seat, is Aaron Howell. All right, because I screwed up the cards, I took this blunder. I'll explain the blunders to you in a second. All right. All right, so everything you need for class will always be there. When you walk in, you take it. There'll be a drill. You just start the drill. You do your 3 good things. Every time we meet, you do your drill. And then that's how we start all the time, okay? All right, everyone's here. This is great, like perfect attendance. Okay. You guys like this new stuff?
It doesn't open the doors. I tried opening the door.
No, they're not. I think they're waiting a couple of days for us to just get into the swing of things. And then they're doing it. I don't know. I'm gonna lose it by tomorrow. Do they say what happens when you lose it?
So you just have to pay for a new one.
You got it, yeah. It's like the best fundraiser ever. Right? All right, that being said, well, first of all, what are we looking for here? Are we looking for what's true or what's false?
It's asking it's asking everything. So everything's true on here except for one thing. So it's asking us to identify what's not true.
So the answer is not going to be true, correct? All right, well, what I want you to do is knock out all the wrong answers. So tell me the letters that are true and explain why. So good. Mahdi.
Yep. I said, do you just want me to do all of them?
No, just take one. Don't be a show on.
So I chose number D as not true.
Okay, why?
Because I said in an economy, a variety of products leads to more growth, and at point W, it basically there's like only you're just producing one product, so that means that X would result in greater economic growth.
Okay, knocking out D is correct. Your reasoning isn't totally correct. So let's first ask, Does anyone know what a consumption good is?
Something that you go buy,
All right, so give me an example.
tomatoes.
All right, tomatoes, shirts, things that you buy in a store. Okay? So that's consumption goods. What are capital goods?
Goods used to make goods.
All right, goods used to make goods. So machines, factories. Now, if you're trying to have long-term growth, would you rather have more tomatoes or more machines? Huh?
Machines.
Machines. So, because the X is close, where the X is, we're making more capital goods and less consumer. We're making more machines, so therefore future growth will be better. So D is a true statement, therefore it's incorrect. Okay? All right, good job on knowing the capital and the consumer goods. Impressive. All right, you left us with A, B, C, and E. What else can we knock out? Yes, sir.
I said, A, producing at point C results in the underutilization of resources. Because can't you, like, on the curve, isn't X the most, like, fully utilized of resources? I didn't know that.
Okay. Again, you are correct and that A is true. But could anyone help him a little more, maybe, with his reasoning?
So the curve itself, so like the actual physical curve is, that displays like the most amount of resources you can use to produce the most amount of things, like the combination of goods. So anything under that curve means that you're wasting resources that could have been produced to produce more.
Okay, so anything inside the curve, you're inefficient. Usually like unemployment, you're not using all your resources. Think last year when we were hybrid, we weren't using all the seats in the classroom. So we weren't using all our resources efficiently. So A is true, so therefore it's not the answer. B, C, and E. Yes, sir.
C is definitely true because it's a production possibility, scrap or whatever it's called, and X and W are all in the curve, so they have to be the best utilization.
So anything, are you saying any point on that curve is fully utilized?
Yes.
That is correct. Anything on the curve means we're using our resources to their fullest potential. Okay, good job. So what are we left with now? C and E?
B and E.
B and E? B and E. We came down to the last two in every class. Okay, Zach, is that true?
Yeah.
Good. Is it, do you prefer Zach, or E?
That is correct.
Okay.
B is true.
Combination represented by one. Okay, now, Y is unattainable with present day resources. That's true. He left E as the answer, which is correct. What could shift the curve from where it is out to point Y?
More resources.
All right, a change in quality or quantity of resources. What's the other?
Change in like technology.
Or a change in technology. So the only two things that could shift the curve is a change in quantity and quality of resources and a change in technology. Okay, any questions on the drill? Okay, anyone want to share one of their three good things? No? No gratitude here? Go.
Down where all my classes where it's
Okay, is that usually hard? I don't
at.
know. I mean, I'm in the same room, so,
Well, no, it's just different idea, so.
okay, good job. Yes, sir.
I don't. friends last night.
Okay. I don't know that feeling because I don't have friends. I actually have like two friends. Like I had four friends. One year, like 50% of my friends died. It was like tragic. I'm down to two. All right, here you go. You can take out your phone or you can use a computer. Go to polab.com. Well, we've leave that up there for a second or so. And then, do you have that mood meter? Like, did that show up? If it does, just put your spot on the moon meter where you are now. Here we go. Someone plugged in. Okay, it doesn't show up on that screen, but I'll just show you as people are plugging in here. All right, people are getting in the upper right quadrant. Yeah. Where am I? I'm in high energy and pleasantness. Nice. Nice. Do you think this is going to happen all year? When I ask you, we could always be in that upper right-hand quadrant? What do you guys think? It doesn't show here, but like if you looked here at my screen, you would see a lot of high energy, high pleasantness, high energy. You think it's going to be like that all season? You're shaking your head. No, why not? You're going to become unpleasant?
Probably. The energy might go down.
What? How come?
I don't know. I mean, they.
First day?
Yeah, first day is a lot of energy.
Right, we haven't like just ruined you yet,
Yeah.
like, give us a couple of weeks till we totally demoralize you and make you hate life. Okay, I'll do that once in a while, I didn't think it would be that good. I thought like some people, might not want to come back to school. All right, I put this on the assignment center. This is your homework. First, everyone have a textbook?
No, I'm getting all my textbooks.
Okay, but you're getting them all? Okay. Anyone else? All right, the pages are for the textbook. You never, never, never have to bring in the textbook. Okay? If you're stuck, say you wanted to do some reading in school, remember the pages aren't exact, but you have an online textbook that you can always refer to in school. Okay? And so you're going to read 3 to 8, 9 to 15. Then you start chapter 2, 19 to 26. All right, Monday, we'll have a quiz on chapter 1 and 2. I will put up a practice quiz probably tomorrow. I think the quiz is 12 questions, multiple choice. It's very similar to the practice quiz. I will encourage all of you to do the practice quiz. It's the type of thing, if you get 6 out of 12 on the practice quiz, what do you know? Yeah, you don't know, right? And you got to study. I will be in room 108, 7:45 Monday morning. I'll do a review going over what I think are the most important concepts in the first 2 chapters. Now, this is not school, meaning JK rolls in at 7:50. He wanted to go to the review. He ran into traffic. You just come in. It's not like you're late. It's voluntary. Someone else has a meeting at 8:10. You come in, you get up, you go out. Okay? But I think the reviews are very helpful in trying to, again, me do my job to try to get you to learn. So that's that. All right, any questions on the homework, the quiz? All right, you don't have to take notes because you did already, right? That's the summer assignment. If there's a person in here who hasn't done the summer assignment, if you get it to me by the end of the week, meaning Sunday, I'll even give you the weekend, you could get credit. You're obviously not going to get the full credit, but you can get enough credit that it doesn't hurt you. A 0 hurts. Okay, so that's it. Any questions? You know the remarkable thing about me that I haven't told any of the other class? What happens if you get a 6 on the quiz? Anyone? You get a chance to retake every quiz. So Tuesday, I'll be here at 7:45 for retakes. Yes.
Can you retake it at any grade you get?
You get 11 out of 12, you could retake, you always get the best grade. So you come in, you have 11 out of 12, you retake and get a 10, you get an 11. Yes, you can. I'll probably go to a time where if you get lower than 8 out of 12, you have to retake it. But I think most of you retake it anyhow if you get lower than 8 out of 12. All right. All right, Breslau's blunders. So like I screwed up the index cards. That's a blunder. I put it there. I got 2, one from another class. If I get to 75 by the midterm, I curve the midterm. Last year, I think they got me to 8% curve. All right. I will accept any mistake except spelling or typos on the PowerPoint. Okay, so like that, the index cards, blunder. Last class, the mood meter didn't work, blunder. All right. So you could call out if you say it's a blunder. Now, you guys didn't even know the blunder with the index cards, but I put it down. Okay, so if I catch myself, I put it down too. We always hit the goal. So it's 75, not just in front of your class, but in front of all the econ classes. All right, so it's all 4 combined. All right, there's been very interesting answers today on why did you take AP Econ? Because am I right that it's totally voluntary, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Go, someone raise their hand. Everyone took it. I'm assuming some of you had a reason. Sure.
Everyone interacts in economics with will buy stuff, but not many people, like, you don't really get to see a lot of times the whole picture. So kind of figure it out a little bit.
Okay, I think that's an excellent thing. We all deal with economics in one way or the other. Yeah. Anyone else?
I took it to prepare for college. I think I might take it out of college.
Okay, that would be excellent. But you know, it'll be depressing because you'll never get as good as econ teacher in college as you do here. Very, very sad thing for you to sort out.
Stock market, I want to get into the stock market, so I think, well, this has like part-time on the side, so I think this class can help me out.
You know, someone else wanted to be a financial advisor. And I told him when he becomes that, I am going to close my eyes and throw darts at the stocks and see who wins, me or him. We'll see. Anyone else? Oh, sure. I'll just go. Aiden, why did you take the class?
I was recommended for it, and also I just wanted to learn more about like the economy, like what colleges what.
Okay, I think knowing about the economy is very important. Matt?
I can't remember. I think I was interested in it. Just like it never, like, well, I never forget 18 before, so.
Okay. Who did you have for history last year?
That's the Mark Center.
Great guy. He usually comes in and interrupts my class, huh? He probably has to teach, yeah. Ian?
Which one?
Any Ian.
All right, I'll go. Well, I took it because, kind of like with Ian and Mahi, I think it can be used as like a real life skill, and like some of the classes here at school, like French, like I don't think I'll ever really use that in real life.
Why did you take it then? I took French. It was the biggest mistake I ever made. Like at least Spanish. There are people who speak Spanish in the United States. I think the last time I used French was, hold on, I'm trying to get the year for you. I was 15, so what would that be? 1959. So I went a long time without speaking it.
You know, a lot of other countries use it.
Huh?
A lot of other countries use it.
I know, but I happen to just live in this one. I think Spanish is just the one I should have taught. And I only knew Je m'appelle Felipe, so my name is Philip. And Kelly, are we there? Like it is 8:00. And I answered that every time my French teacher called me. I obviously wasn't that good. All right. All right, I hope all the reasons you took it are fulfilled here. All right. Isn't this one of the three things we claim we graduate students as? Right? Manner, intellect, faith, and integrity. But I don't even want to get into the whole, can you have faith if you don't have integrity? But what in the world does integrity mean to you? Mark, we haven't heard from you today. How you doing, first of all? Just good? I'm doing great. Mark. School starting, I was up at like 3:30. I was in school probably at like 5:30 today. It's raring to go. All right, waiting for you to tell me what integrity was.
Just like being completely honest, I guess.
All right, being completely honest. Anyone else with something? Yes.
It's like it's a person's natural inclination to do good. Like, someone who does good when someone else is watching, that doesn't mean anything. No one's watching, it doesn't matter, and they still do good. when they do it.
Oh, so you say integrity is what you do when no one's watching?
So
Is that what it says there? Oh, that's when the world, when you say no one's watching, right? Okay, anyone else? Integrity. Phil. Where is Phil?
Oh, Neil?
Yeah,
Oh, he is not gonna get around.
really?
Yeah,
I guess that's a blunder.
he wanted to get out.
I don't think so, but I'll take it. Like, I'm not in charge of drafting students. Okay, when did he decide to drop you? know?
I don't know what he's doing for school, but he wanted to get out early, like some big days, go play hockey. Even though, he's not gonna give it early.
Oh, we don't have that. Let's not be negative.
Well,
Phil, great answer of why you took AP Economics. Okay, all right, the other Ian. Integrity.
It means to be, integrity means being honest in what you do. So like, obvious stuff like don't cheat on tests, don't plagiarize, stuff like that. Because if you do that sort of stuff, it's bad for you and the people around you, especially the people close to you, then they're going to be your friends. Like,
Okay, so don't plagiarize. All right, now. No giggles, no like yelling when someone answers, no shouting out. Raise your hand and tell me, do we graduate men of integrity? That's what we say,
I mean, mostly.
huh?
Mostly.
Go, explain to me why.
I mean, it's like with everything in life, there's always some good, there's always some bad. Sometimes people get away with like cheating and stuff like that. So we can never really know, but realistically speaking, mostly, because there's probably some people who graduated that weren't really men of integrity.
So when you say mostly, 80% of the kids don't cheat,
Probably more like 90, but they're,
you're saying 90% don't cheat.
yeah.
Everyone,
I feel like we make men of integrity. We don't necessarily like make people perfect, but we make them better. Like someone might come in as a freshman and cheat. Eventually, as they go through Calvert Hall, they might change their ways.
so 90% of the senior class doesn't cheat.
I mean, if they're good cheaters, you won't know.
Oh, come on. Anyone not agree with that? You're all gonna sit here? All right. How many people cheated last year? Let's go. Hands up if you cheated last year. Come on, get your stinking hands up. No one's gonna, so now none of you are integrity. Because you know you cheated. I know just by the way you're laughing. All right, I'll give you an example. So last year, right, we had a lot of home tests, right? Because so for 14 years prior, every student who got a 90 or above in my class got a 5 on the AP exam. Last year, I had 5 kids who got 90s, get a 1 on the AP exam. Now, what would you conclude?
They probably just want to Quizlet.
Huh?
They probably just want to Quizlet, just copy answers,
So they probably cheated, right?
probably.
So. Are you doing something else on your computer?
No, I was just looking at.
Okay. So I don't really, I think we had a good experiment last year, and I think it showed a lot of cheating. And I don't think people like will cheat if the teacher's in front of them, but I think there is a lot of cheating. So here's what happens. By the way, instead of a 90, if they would have got an 80, they would have got into the same schools. Like, schools don't look at every grade you have. They look at a totality of your work. And if you're doing great in 90% of your classes, that's good. They did get the AP credits. That's like costing them $5,000. You know, and a lot more at some of the schools some of those guys went to. And that's the only thing, at the end of the year, the only thing colleges care about is the AP scores. Because you're either in or out of your college. And so, and I wasn't able to help them because I didn't know they didn't know. I thought they knew. Yes.
I'll just say like, on like tests last year, unless you're like, for example, or like everybody was there on tests, it was like a quarter of people that like weren't there. They say for it, that's fine.
For what? Yeah. So I think we got to be, the number one skill you could leave Calvert Hall with is the ability to learn. I mean, if you're a good learner, you are going to make it. And cheating isn't going to help you become a good learner. So if you're struggling in the class, come to me. I'll help you. Learn how to struggle, learn how to learn. That's the key. That's one of the things, like if for AP Econ, for the kids who struggle, it's a great class because it shows them how to overcome. Don't give in. And if you get pressure by your parents, tell them to talk to me. Because if you're trying, I will defend you all the way. Like, I will get your parents off your back. You're not trying, that's, you know, that's a whole different thing. And I did notice the difference on test days. Like, certain guys just never came in. But, so I'd like us to be men of integrity. I think character is important. I think that's one of the reasons you should have came to Calvert Hall. Like, I think it was Mr. Donovan who said, like, we should be teaching that from freshman year to senior year. But sometimes I think we missed. Focus in on learning and everything will be okay. Anyone want to make any comments about integrity? Office hours. In the next 30 days, I'd like you to schedule to meet with me for 5 minutes. I'm gonna even give you like 5 out of 5, like a grade, 5 out of 5 for doing it. All right, I sent you my schedule. You email me a time that is good for both of us. If you rather just Zoom it one night at 8 o'clock, just email me and say, we got to like the end of the month, okay? It's 5 minutes. I don't give away, there's 2 easy grades. The summer assignment, which if you looked on, if you did it, almost all of you did well. And the office hours and notes. That's enough. We'll get to notes. We don't have to do notes because we've done it for a while. Okay? All right. All right. If you know the answer, please don't shout it out. Last class, we had a real hard time with it. All right. I want you to, I should probably shut off the light tonight. I want you to look at this picture and then tell, and just think about what you think it's a picture of. Okay, raise your hand if you think you know what it's a picture of. I've got one person. All right, I'll give you two hints. One is everyone in the room knows what it is. So like when I tell you, no, wow, I never saw it. Everyone knows it. Two is it's a living thing. I'll give you another like 30 seconds to look at it. Everyone knows it. It's a living thing. Okay. How many people now think they know what it is? I eliminated you without a sense. All right, open to, look, I will answer any question you have, but I don't want, like, is it John? Is it, yeah, I don't want you guessing what it is. I want you asking questions that might get you to the answer. Go. Yes, sir.
What color is it?
I think it's like the colors on, like white and black.
Does it move fast?
No,
Is it a punt or
I don't know. No,
Small or large?
I'd say large. I think so, yeah. Come on, keep going.
Find it on like a bar?
Yes. Okay. How many people now think they know what it is? Okay, we've got to 4. I think we got to be better at asking questions. All right, don't shout it out, because I'm going to give you the hint now, and a lot of you are going to know what it is. Okay. Is there anyone who still does not know what it is? You're not sure? Can anyone give him some hints that might help?
Chick-fil-A.
You got it now? Good hint. Anyone else? Everyone sees it? All right, someone just tell me what it is. It's a cow. Okay. Now. The first person who knew it was a cow, are they the smartest person in the class? You're shaking your head no. Matt? Why not? Okay. Anyone else? Person who got that right first, are they the smartest person in the class? You're shaking your head no, Aaron? Why not?
Everybody learns at a different rate.
Correct. So if you are answering the questions in class first, or your hands up first, that doesn't make you smarter than him, right? We all learn at a different rate. All right, so we got to understand that when we go through class. What I don't ever want you leaving this class unless you can see the cat. So if I'm going over something and you don't understand it, you need to ask questions. I don't want to hear you muttering as you're leaving the door. What the hell is going on in that class? Or going to your next class and saying, I don't know what the hell he talked about. Ask the questions, see the cow. Right? Because when you ask the question, 3 other people probably had the same question and didn't want to ask it. And if you're asking a question about how, did I get it right?
No.
I'm gonna call you Dr. Rem. Say your name again.
Mahi.
Oh, come on, you changed it.
Kind of like the fish. Oh, it's over there.
I got it.
I think it's underneath.
Mahi. All right, so if Mahi answers it, that's close enough. Say it again, then.
Mahi,
Mahi?
yeah,
Mahi.
Yeah.
Mahi, Mahi, Mahi. All right, if Mahi answers it, he also learns, because by explaining it to you, he gets better. Okay? So we also have to kind of see the cut. All right, we got like a minute or two. I want to ask you, how do we make the class a vulnerable class where people are not worried about raising their hand, not scared that people will make fun of them, all that stuff?
I guess if
Mahi?
everyone becomes more friendly with each other, because you're less likely to be like afraid if you know the person in the class.
But sometimes friends make fun of each other, like in a friendly way, right? But okay, more friendly. Go. Well,
I think a lot of teachers kind of, when a student doesn't know something, they sort of attribute it to being the student's fault. You know, sometimes it might be, but at that point, like just saying, you should know that doesn't help anyone.
teacher say that to you?
I mean,
You mean like if I, like right now, if I asked you the shifters of the production possibilities curve and you didn't know, I might say you should know that.
yeah, like, you know, like, we just told you that. I did not know that.
Being more inclusive of everyone,
How?
like we were split in groups for a project or something.
Oh, so you're building on what he said, like trying to get people to know each other, right? Okay, all right, guys, I think it's time to go. Have a great day. We'll actually talk economics tomorrow. How do you pronounce your last name? I'll stick with Mahi. I am so bad at pronouncing names.